Friday, August 16th, turkey update. It's been a little under 2 days since we picked up our turkeys from the post office, and we have lost a lot of them. So that is one downfall when it comes to shipping turkeys, is that they are very easily stressed. Now, these turkeys were ordered from Meyer Hatchery in Poult, Ohio, but they shipped from West Virginia. So like I mentioned before, when I had my meat chick problems in May, they outsource the hatching of some of these meat varieties of birds. So I can't remember the name, Avigen or something. I can't remember the name of that hatchery off the top of my head, but it was out of West Virginia. We're in Western New York in the southern part of the state. So it's not like they had to travel that far. Yes, they had to travel through the state of Pennsylvania, but for the most part, they didn't move that far throughout the country. So I was a little shocked to see what's going on with the stress of these turkey poults. Typically, these hatcheries will guarantee them for 48 hours from the time that you receive them. So that means if you do what I'm doing and you get turkeys or chicks shipped to you, always make sure that you keep accurate records of how many you lose in that first 48-hour period, because typically they will reship if they have birds, or they will give you a refund. Now, I spent over $1,000 on these turkeys, and I placed this order on January 1st. They were originally supposed to ship last week. Actually, it's a good thing they didn't, because we went away last weekend and I would have been a nervous wreck leaving them. But they called me last week and said that there was something wrong with the hatch. They didn't hatch like they were supposed to, so they were going to ship the following week. I wasn't overly happy about it, but it is what it is. When I got them, they weren't in rough shape. But the problem when you're shipping poultry is that it is so stressful on their bodies. They're just tiny little day-old chicks or poults. And although they absorb that yolk right before they hatch, so they have enough food and water to sustain themselves for up to 2 days. They don't need to eat or drink in shipment, but they just get so stressed out that you end up having losses a few days after. We have lost quite a few. I've been keeping them piled in this box here, so I have an accurate count. And as soon as I make the claim to Meyer Hatchery, which I did send their customer service an email and give them a count total that we had lost, it's significant. So that's a problem. But luckily, my 4-year-old has been very helpful in the collecting of and counting of these turkey poults, just because it's really hard to get into that pen, and he's a great assistant.